No, it's good.
Oh,
I mean, the ocean tipping points one. I mean, the oceans are dying. I think you left the video saying.
yeah.
It was just like,
By the way, I'm
yeah.
going to be
I
doing.
mean,
I'm going to be making an update to my ocean heat content video, and there is a telling graphic in there, and it was so telling to me that when I put when I'm making it's going to be a PowerPoint thing. That's what we scientists do. We just do PowerPoint. In the old days, it used to be slides on a carousel, but but now we use PowerPoint. But but to me, it was so telling that I actually put a big red arrow in the diagram, and I said, "This is a key point here." And where I put that red arrow in there, I basically identify as the tipping point of all tipping points.
all right. So there's some big news reveals.
It is big, and basically, my assessment is that at this when this tipping point took place, which is in the late 20th century, by the way, when this tipping point
Oh,
took
great.
place, this transition took place, this in effect sealed humanity's fate. I don't have
Exactly.
time for that.
It's like a general consensus now. I feel like, despite the blabbering of the white right wing for their oil prop, that whole situation. Like the consensus of the general public is okay. Yeah, there's something happening, right? The tipping point. So like, yeah, it's accelerating. I know, but the amount of heat the ocean has absorbed. And what's interesting is you talk about how like it's only absorbed it's absorbed 93. Wait. It's absorbed 93%, correct? And then like the 7%, hold on. You said like the idea of like if there's just a like 9%, how much things would change.
Yeah.
Right? Is that
I mean,
how severe this is, I guess? Because yeah, it seems severe is what I'm trying to get at.
the 7% that has not been absorbed by the ocean, look what that 7% is doing.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
So now imagine if even just say one fourth, one third of the heat energy in the ocean diffuses to the atmosphere, which is not an unreasonable scenario, by the way. It's actually on the conservative side. Well, what do you think that take one fourth of, just say 200 zettajoules. That's 50 zettajoules. Now take 50 zettajoules and stick it in the atmosphere. What the hell do you think is going to happen?
I go back to, I mean, I know it's such a serious question. I go back to that video you sent from the COP 26, I think it was, where like they were like having that
Oh,
talking
that
about the
was
glaciers.
such a waste.
I know. Oh my god. I mean that was like a good presentation, but that should have been like front and center. It was like a little side booth. Like come learn about the real story. Oh, and then like yeah, so we're just not meeting the like okay, we're going to be in a world of hurt basically because
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
we are.
the idea of what's happening at the acceleration. Yeah, so the tipping point. The zettajoules, I mean there's so much to say about it, but it's severe.
Well, it's just like when I pointed out in the ocean tipping point, it's that, what do they not talk about here? Methane. They did not talk about methane.
Correct.
And Beryl, who's what's video, she basically said methane. They didn't mention methane. You did, and she put like a little clapping hand emoji in there because the methane's the big is the big unknown. Well, we're having a better handle on it as far, but we're still trying to figure out how many gigatons of the stuff is buried and at what rate this is going to be released. Well, we're starting to see that it's really starting to leak. It almost looks like I see these different diagrams being put out there, and all showing that the rate that the methane leakage is increasing and increasing as far as the area that's leaking. So there's more and more land leaking more and more methane. It almost looks like the bomb has gone off.
Okay. It's that severe. I mean, that's where we're at. Good
Because the
God,
biggest
man.
concern was, is it going to come out slowly or a big event, like a big fart, big burp, or whatever, and as opposed to little, farts, but so, but and it looks like it's coming out in big quantities now.